Hello and welcome to Plants and Python. My name is Alejandra Rougon and I am a professor at the Genomics Department at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM campus en León. This is Command Line Lesson 4, Working with Files. In this video you will learn how to redirect screen output and how to create, write and concatenate files. Some commands give an output that is printed to the screen by default. We can redirect that output to a file with the greater than character. The syntax is command space greater than space and the file name. If the file doesn't exist, it will be created. But if the file already exists, it will be overwritten. So you have to be careful and make sure you don't overwrite a file by mistake. Let's try it with the command ls that lists the directory contents. First, let's go to our home directory with cd enter. Then, if we just type ls, it will print the contents of the current directory. The output goes to the screen. Now, if we type ls greater than and the file name, which we will call contents.txt, the output will be saved into the file. And no output will be printed on the screen. We can verify it by clicking in the file contents.txt in the file tree section. The file will be opened in the editor section. We can see the 2 lines of output being saved and also a third line with the name of the file. If we want to redirect the output to a file that already exists, but without overwriting the previous content, we use 2 greater than characters and then the file name. And you can also verify it in the editor section. Now we have 6 lines. The cat command has several different functions. It can create a file, write into a file, view the contents of a file, add text to an existing file, and its most important function, concatenate files. Let's create a file called fruit1. You have to type in the command cat greater than and the file name. Then you will be able to type the contents. Let's type in 2 lines, pear and mango. Then press enter, and to save the changes and exit, type the keys Ctrl and D at the same time. Now to view the contents of the new file, just type cat fruit1, and you will see the contents on the screen. If you want to add contents to a file that already exists, but without overwriting previous content, you have to use double greater than, as we saw previously. Then write the new contents, press enter, and then the key is Ctrl D. Now visualize fruit1 contents with cat fruit1 without typing any greater than character. The main function of cat is to concatenate files. So let's create another file first, which we are going to call fruit2. We will add 2 more lines, banana and melon. Then press enter and Ctrl D to save and exit. Now that we have 2 files, we will merge them one after the other using cat. So we type cat and all the files we want to merge in the order that we want them to be concatenated. And we can see that the output are the contents of both files. We can also redirect the output to a new file with greater than and the name of the new file. So let's redirect the output to the file called fruitall. So it would be cat fruit1 fruit2 greater than fruitall. The function of the command more is to view file contents. So let's view the file fruitall. You can see that more fruitall shows the output on the screen. Another command to view file contents is less. This one is particularly helpful in bioinformatics, since you can visualize huge files without filling your command line screen or without collapsing your computer. If you try to open a 50 GB file in a normal text editor, it will freeze your screen due to lack of memory. The usage is less and the file name. And it will take us out from the command line to another screen to show the contents. If your file cannot fit one screen, you can go through it with the arrows or the spacebar. To go back to the command line, press Q. Head and tail will also show you file contents. Head will only show you the top lines, by default the first 10, unless you specify otherwise. On the contrary, tail will only show you the bottom lines. In order to specify a different number of lines, you can use the option -n. Thus, head -n2 fruit all will show you the first 2 lines of the file fruit all and tail the last 2. In this lesson, you have learned how to redirect output to files, how to use the different functions of cat command, and how to view file contents with more or less head and tail.